Welcome everyone. Today we are going to talk about the Renaissance revival, the golden age of creativity and human expressions. Today there are two friends who join me, Padesta Pasha and Permana Sakti. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, Tafa, for having me in this conversation right now. Yes, today we're talking about Renaissance, where the part of it is very important and a turning point for the human race and history. And here I am, I'm talking with Permana Sakti here. He's going to talk about it. So, what do you think about it?
Absolutely, it is that Renaissance is one of the most fascinating period in the history of the world. Like we see about one of the greatest piece of art, literature, and music in the history. So it is thrilling to have both of you guys to discuss the Renaissance with me.
So let's start from the beginning. Okay, today, Renaissance. Why was it such a big deal for you guys?
Biggest shift was the patronage. I mean, there are many rich families like the Medici family from Florence. They are bankers and many more other, you know what? Those what you call the rich elites nowadays. Huh? Yeah, they funded the artists, what we call the paintings and modern, you know what, arts. They funded it really much in Europe, so there's some kind of a, we moved on from what do you say, the archetypes, and what do you call it, when, we started a lot of things like we moved on from wars and buildings to arts and more humanities like things. Yeah, what do you call it? The art revolution. Yes.
And as Fatesta said, beyond funding, there is also a great shift in humanity that in Renaissance that humans also can express themselves more than before. So that, as Fatesta said, we can like see how human can revolt in history, as human can make greater things, as human can make greater art, greater music, and greater literature. From Renaissance, then from now on, that human can
Grow up.
yeah, that human can grow more and more and more from Renaissance to today.
So we are moved from medieval, where medieval is mostly religious related, and we are moving to Renaissance, where it's more like exploring human capabilities or talents or something like that. So what do you guys think about that?
Well, exactly. That's what we meant when artists start studying about anatomy, human basic moralities, and realism. They moved on from what you call the old and ancient things about religion, and they've much make about what you call is a new revolution of art and architectural, what do you say?
Art?
Yes, architectural arts too, and
Music.
music too, I
Yeah,
guess.
music. It
Okay.
is.
So how about Sakti?
Yeah, when we talk about music in this era is some composers didn't like use just monophonic music, just not the monotone music like we used to have. That composer in this era are like experimenting the music, that they use polyphony music to make the music looks richer, and we can hear the music better than before. So yeah, that is great that Renaissance is improving our sense in art, sense in literature, and sense in music.
Let's talk more about paintings and sculpture from Renaissance era. So, what were some of the biggest innovations from the Renaissance area?
Yeah, the Renaissance artist has mastered about realism, which they use the technique of chiaroscuro. I think how you pronounce it, I don't know, but they mastered realism and altered what you call the arts. But it's more about human, about more morally possible, and it draws the line about religion and the master of sculpture buildings, which they inspired to.
Any work from Renaissance era that grabbed your attention?
Oh yes, absolutely. I'm a big fan of Leonardo da Vinci, especially that painting where he drew Jesus and his what do you call his followers of Jesus?
The I don't know. So,
Christian.
Yes, Christians. Yes, whatever.
Christians.
and what is the name of the painting?
Yeah, it's called the Last Supper, where he
Jesus
It-
ate with
yes
To-
with
his student.
with his students or
Followers, I guess.
followers, and there's the sculpture I'd love to talk about is Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel, which of course you know the building was really made up great, and it was, even though people called it the ancient things, but well, I suppose I don't think they know some much about art.
And what I found it fascinating about Renaissance art is that the art isn't just beauty things that it makes from the
What?
artist. That the artist is like transferring the emotion to his art. Like it's just not the bland beauty art. It's
It has some
yeah, it has some meanings, it has some emotion in it that the reader of the paintings, the reader of the watcher of the sculptures on and statue is, we can feel the emotion that the makers feel.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we can see that in the Last Supper is, oh, this is the last supper Jesus had, that we can feel that the emotion that after that Jesus
Jesus
has been
crucified.
is it. Yeah, we can feel that in those paintings it is sadness, it is like heartbroken in that painting. So we can see that in Renaissance is the paintings, the sculptures, and most of the art is contain emotion in it. It is contain the painter's emotion in it.
Oh.
That is.
So, as I mentioned sculpture earlier, what about sculpture? How did it change?
Well, the Renaissance era of sculpture revived the ideas of classical antiquity, which takes Michelangelo's David. You see, where he draws the line about human anatomy and the antiquity, ancient times, about medieval era, he draws the line where arts is supposed to be about us and not about history. So we are supposed to think that the arts take place where it is that time do not, what do you say?
Time to not change.
Yes, time do not change the value of the present era of art. I guess that's what I could say.
So as we speak earlier that art in Renaissance era, the paintings, the sculptures, the statue is not about just a beauty things. It's not about expensive things. It is the first time in history that art is about us. Art is about human. Art is about expressing our emotion, that we can see the art is expressing our emotion, that we can see that like the art is telling us our history, human history. And as Fadesta said, that art is not about history, art is about us. It is explained that it is that art in Renaissance era, music in Renaissance era, literature, it is us.
So let's move on to music. How did it evolve during the Renaissance era?
The biggest discovery in music in Renaissance era is, I guess, the polyphony, where the musicians in Renaissance era are like combining just not one musical
Musical
work.
musical work or art.
Yeah, like just not one guitar, or not what just one guitar playing. It is combined like instrumental, like
Like a
it is-
symphony.
like a symphony, that it is guitar playing and there's violin playing and there's a singer. Like it is great discovery in Renaissance era, that the first pioneer of the polyphony music is Joaquin de Press, and thus it is perfected by Palestrina, especially for sacred music.
So what about secular music? What is it? Can you guys tell me about it?
Composers start to discovering love, nature, and emotion in those music, not just like a monotonic, boring medieval music.
So how about literature? Is it similar to the music?
Absolutely, that in those era Dante Alighieri is making epics like the Divine Comedy, that is expressing humanity and afterlife. After that, there is Petrarch. He literally invented the modern love poetry. And then there is Boccaccio, the Demacheron. It is the story that gave us a modern human storytelling.
Yeah, absolutely. I love literature that combines with music in the Renaissance era. I mean, take a look at what it has become to absorb the elements of humanism inside it. Well, mostly that the medieval music is more just like what we call the symphony and orchestra, where we draw about nature. But in the Renaissance era, they draw about us, about humans, and most of the current human society here.
So architecture also underwent massive changes, and what makes Renaissance buildings stands out till today?
Yeah, take a look at Brunelleschi's Florence Cathedral dome. Symmetry, proportion, and antique architecturals are the key, where they inspired Greece and Rome to how to build. Now take a look at the dome, the massive dome without the buttresses.
So how did it affect the society beyond the arts?
Like in this era is people is starting to thinking more rationally and analytically, that it is improving our scientific revolution, our critical thinking. Like it is what lay to our foundation right now lay in foundation of the modern era that right now we can think scientifically and we can think critically thanks to the Renaissance era, and that is lay foundation of the modern era, that is lay a foundation of in science and in politics right now.
Yes, look at the modern buildings we have now. Hospitals, schools, banks, they all took their inspiration from the Renaissance era buildings. It was a massive grandeur for our human society to achieve right now.
This has been an interesting and intense discussion. Okay, so before we close this conversation and discussion, I would want to hear from both of you guys. Why does the Renaissance era still matters until today?
Yeah, it shows us that art can inspire and change everything we have built into our society. Take a look about what we have and what we built right now because of the progress humanity has changed and progressing through history and tough times. What do you think, Sakti?
And in music and literature, Renaissance era music and literature is like a turning point in music and literature history, that it is lay the foundation of music and literature right now, that music and literature in Renaissance era are inspiring us to be more greater and greater each day.
I think Renaissance, it wasn't just a era; it was a revolution to the life, to the history until today. So, thank you, Fadesta and Sakti, for sharing your thoughts. And
Okay, thank you. We're having a great time talking about the arts and
No
Renaissance
problem.
art.
Yeah, we had a great time.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you
Thank you.
so much. So that's pretty much of it, and yes, this has been an intense discussion about the Renaissance era, the works, the history, and thank you everyone for listening from the start to the end, and see you later. Goodbye.